Welcome to Science and Technology Briefing. The content of the briefing includes new Sunway supercomputer hints at how China sidestepped US sanctions. Sunak faces perilous holiday as Gloom grows over migration plans. A divorce with Apple, internal strife, how Goldman's Main Street bet failed. US-China joint study challenges corn origins theory. The $10 million quest to ace a high school math test. New Sunway supercomputer hints at how China sidestepped US sanctions. South China Morning Post. China has unveiled a new supercomputer, named Sunway Ocean Light, which was built under US sanctions. The system, powered by a homegrown chip, has a performance that is second only to the US Department of Energy's Frontier system. The new Sunway has a speed of a billion operations per second, 5 exaflops, and has more than 41 million CPU cores, nearly 5 times as many as Frontier. Although the homegrown chips in the new Sunway are not as powerful as the US version, Chinese scientists have increased the number of cores in the machine to boost performance. While this increases the energy consumption, size, and cost of running the supercomputer, the system maintains over 85% of its peak performance in regular operation, ranking highest among all heterogeneous systems and second among all systems. According to a Chinese computer scientist, this new Sunway system is not the most powerful supercomputer in China at present, and other supercomputing chips are also under development. Sunak faces perilous holiday as Gloom grows over migration plans. Bloomberg. UK Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has faced criticism for both the buttons he pushed and those he did not. Sunak faced backlash for cancelling a meeting with Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis after he repeated calls for the return of the British Museum's Parthenon sculptures. Sunak has also struggled to respond to a Supreme Court ruling against his party's plan to deport asylum seekers to Rwanda. The Prime Minister's inability to respond has led to Conservative MPs floating various options to force through the deportations and reduce legal migration. A divorce with Apple, internal strife, how Goldman's Main Street bet failed. Wall Street Journal. Goldman Sachs is scaling back its consumer banking ambitions and looking to exit its partnerships with Apple and General Motors, according to the Wall Street Journal. The report suggests the bank is struggling to make a profit in its consumer banking business, despite investing billions of dollars in recent years. Goldman Sachs launched its consumer bank, Marcus, in 2016, as part of a strategy to diversify its revenue streams. However, the bank has faced several challenges, including regulatory scrutiny and difficulties in integrating its consumer banking business into its traditional trading and investment banking operations. In recent months, Goldman Sachs has reportedly been in talks with private equity firm Silver Lake about spinning off its consumer banking business into a joint venture, but the two sides failed to agree on the terms. The bank has also faced issues with its partnerships with Apple and General Motors, including regulatory probes and losses in its consumer lending operations. US-China joint study challenges corn origins theory. South China Morning Post. Scientists have discovered that the origins of modern corn may be more complex than previously thought. It was previously believed that corn was domesticated from a single wild relative in Mexico. However, genetic contributions from a second wild plant around 5,000 years ago may have been important to the adoption of corn as a staple grain in Mesoamerica. The researchers found evidence of a second wild plant that had diverged from the lowland teosinte, the original wild relative, up to 60,000 years ago. The second wild plant helped corn to adapt to highland regions in Mexico. The $10 million quest to ace a high school math test. Wall Street Journal. XTX Markets, the algorithmic trading firm, is offering a $10 million prize for the development of an artificial intelligence (AI) model that can perform at the highest levels of the International Mathematical Olympiad (IMO). The AIMO prize will be awarded to the first team that can create a public AI model that meets the Olympiad's gold standard. The contest aims to accelerate the development of AI models that can reason mathematically. XTX Markets founder, Alex Jurko, who was placed 10th in Russia's nationwide high school math rankings, said he would pay the prize within 5 years. He added that whoever claims the prize could have a company worth $5 billion to $50 billion. NASA has received a signal from 10 million miles away. The Independent. NASA has successfully received a signal from a spacecraft 10 million miles away using a distant laser. The signal was transmitted through NASA's Deep Space Optical Communications (DSOC) experiment, which aims to improve data rates by up to 100 times by using optical communications through lasers. Currently, communications with spacecraft in deep space are achieved through radio signals, which have limited bandwidth and cannot transmit large files. The successful test is seen as a major breakthrough that could transform communications with spacecraft and facilitate future missions to Mars. COP28 panel set for Saturday, Indigenous water protectors defending their livelihoods, lands, and territories. Yahoo! The International Environmental Network, IEN, is hosting a panel discussion at the COP28 conference in Dubai. The panel will feature Indigenous water protectors who will discuss how the climate crisis and false solutions are impacting their livelihoods, lands, and territories. They will also present real solutions to the climate crisis that are grounded in Indigenous worldviews, values, and their relationship with water. US, UK, Australia set for maritime drone drills in 2024, focus on AI. South China Morning Post. Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States have announced plans to conduct joint maritime drone exercises in 2024 and integrate artificial intelligence, AI, into military systems. The exercises will aim to enhance the capability to operate unmanned maritime systems and share and process maritime data among the three countries. The integration of AI will improve the network of buoys in the Indo-Pacific that are used to detect enemy submarines. The announcement follows the second ministerial meeting of the AUKUS Military Alliance, held in California, which aims to counter Chinese maritime expansion. Hello, viewers. I'm Dr. Six, your resident observer from the sixth dimension. Today, I have some intriguing news to share with you. First up, China has unveiled its new supercomputer, Sunway Ocean Light, which was built under US sanctions. While it may not be the most powerful supercomputer in China, it still boasts impressive performance, ranking second only to the US Department of Energy's Frontier system. Chinese scientists have increased the number of cores in the machine to boost its speed, although this comes with increased energy consumption, size, and cost. Nevertheless, the system maintains over 85% of its peak performance and shows China's determination to overcome sanctions. Moving on to the UK, Prime Minister Rishi Sunak has found himself facing criticism from various angles. From cancelling a meeting with the Greek Prime Minister over the return of the British Museum's Parthenon sculptures to struggling to respond to a Supreme Court ruling against his party's deportation plans, Sunak is under pressure. Conservative MPs are now floating different options to push through deportations and reduce legal migration. It seems like Sunak's holiday won't be all sunshine and relaxation. In the finance world, Goldman Sachs is scaling back its consumer banking ambitions and looking to exit its partnerships with Apple and General Motors. Despite investing billions of dollars, the bank is struggling to make a profit in its consumer banking business. Regulatory scrutiny and difficulties integrating the consumer banking business into its traditional operations have posed significant challenges. Goldman Sachs has been in talks with private equity firm Silver Lake about spinning off its consumer banking business, but no agreement has been reached. It seems that Goldman's bet on Main Street has not paid off. In the realm of science, a joint US-China study has challenged our understanding of corn's origins. It was previously believed that corn was domesticated from a single wild relative in Mexico. However, scientists have now discovered that a second wild plant played a crucial role in corn's adoption as a staple grain in Mesoamerica. This finding adds complexity to the story of corn's evolution and highlights the importance of genetic contributions from multiple sources. Shifting to mathematics, the algorithmic trading firm XTX Markets is offering a $10 million prize for the development of an AI model that can excel at the International Mathematical Olympiad. The contest aims to accelerate the development of AI models that can reason mathematically. The founder of XTX Markets believes that whoever claims the prize could have a company worth billions. So, mathematicians, sharpen your pencils and get cracking. In space news, NASA has achieved a major breakthrough in communication with spacecraft. Using a distant laser, NASA successfully received a signal from a spacecraft 10 million miles away. This is a significant development as it could revolutionize communications with spacecraft and facilitate future missions, including those to Mars. Goodbye, slow radio signals, and hello, speedy lasers. Lastly, the COP28 conference in Dubai will feature a panel discussion hosted by the International Environmental Network. Indigenous water protectors will share their perspectives on how the climate crisis and false solutions are impacting their livelihoods and territories. They will present real solutions rooted in indigenous wisdom and their relationship with water. It's essential to listen to these voices and learn from their traditional knowledge. That's all the news I have for you today, folks. Remember, knowledge is power, and staying informed is key. Now, it's time for your thoughts and questions. What are your ideas on these stories? Let's have a lively discussion. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.